I'm a little aggravated, I'm not gonna lie. Like most time it takes a lot to like get on my nerves, but this is one of those things. Like I said, I'm good about holding myself accountable, but this isn't my fault. It's just getting slowly unloaded this morning and then trying my best to get over here before they stop shipping out. But it is what it is. I'm at the point where I don't know if I even want to keep doing this. All right, so it is Sunday, October 1st. Let me shut my door good. October 1st. And you guys, I don't think I uploaded a video at all in September. September was a bad month. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was a struggle. Just like, I didn't break down and nothing like that, thank God. But just earnings wise, to the truck revenue and all that, it just was not a good month. So, me grinding it, trying to make up for some mistakes, and I never even posted about it, but I actually had a load where during the hurricane, this last hurricane that touched down in Florida and everything, part of my load got wet and I had to take that all the way back to Texas. I was delivering in Florida and I had to take part of that load back into Texas, and I didn't get paid for it, so that kind of set me back. And then on to the next week, it kind of hurt me too, so I didn't get paid but 2 weeks in September. But we're gonna make up for it October, November, getting right into the holiday season. The load I got on the back right now is a coil I picked up in Calvert, Alabama, at the AMNS, whatever the place is called there. But I got about a 17-hour drive. We are leaving out. I probably left out a little later than I should, but I am leaving out on Sunday, which is better than what I normally do. I hate leaving out on Sundays, so normally I don't accept loads that I have to leave out on Sundays, but we're trying to. I only had 2 loads on the week last week, so 1 load plus this load, so I got to get this delivered Monday to get paid for this. It's a decent paying load going north, and I've been really just trying to find traction, just trying to figure out what am I doing wrong. How can I make more money? And I've talked to a few guys and everything, and they said they run north. Now, I don't particularly like running north just because, I don't know, I just don't like running north. I'd rather go west. Turn that down. I normally like running west, but we haven't really had many West Coast loads. I hadn't seen any. I wish we had a load board. There's loads coming from the west, but I never seen any loads going to the west. But I like to run out west. Like, I'm talking about Colorado, Oregon, Washington. I like running out that way. But we're gonna run this to Pennsylvania. We're going to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. I haven't been up that way in a while. I went through West Virginia like a couple of weeks ago, but I hadn't went up like way up north. Pennsylvania ain't really way up north, but you know what I'm saying. I haven't been up in that area in a while. But we're heading to Brunswick first. We're gonna get a truck wash, and we may get some. We should be able to. We got enough fuel to make it to Brunswick. Brunswick is about 3 hours away from me, so I'm gonna hit up Brunswick, get a truck wash there. It's Sunday. I ain't got a truck wash in a while, and I'm looking filthy, looking terrible. But yeah, we're gonna hopefully make this week turn into something spectacular. But I'm gonna try running north to south, because I've been running out to Louisiana lately, and I never really get anything out of Louisiana. There's a West Wago down there around New Orleans, Baton Rouge. I forgot exactly where it is, where West Wago is, but it's around that area. And I was in New Orleans last week, and I dropped the load off in New Orleans and had to bounce over to Calvert to pick up this coil, and here we are on Sunday. But our pre-trip is done, and we're gonna pull on out of here. But we have made it to Brunswick. And we're gonna get the truck washed and get some fuel, There's there is a blue beacon here in Brunswick that if I come this way, I like to go to that blue beacon. And matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and get over in this lane. But I'm gonna get diesel at the Loves up here, because the Loves. So I get, oh shit. I don't know why we stopped or slowed down. But I'm gonna get diesel at the Loves. So I get diesel at Loves on Sunday, and only Loves, because that's when the cycle starts over. There's a billing cycle that the Pilot and Loves and TA and all that, there's a billing cycle that they have, and Loves ends on Saturday and restarts on Sunday, and Pilot, theirs stops on Sunday and restarts on Monday. So Monday I can get fuel at any location, anywhere. But Sunday, if I leave out on Sundays, then I have to get it at Loves if I don't want the fuel to be on my last week's, well, this week's pay period. Because our cutoff date is Monday. Pull on into the intersection now. Our cutoff day is Monday to get loads. Will you just get into the intersection so we can make the light? Jesus. I say people can't drive, bro. People can't drive. But yeah, the cutoff day is Monday. She was cute. So we're gonna pull up, get some fuel, then we're gonna scoot over there to the blue beacon over there and get a good wash. All right, so we just got the truck washed. I always pay to get the depending on if they offer it or not, I always get the tire shine done. I think it was like what, 73 bucks to get the truck washed, and I always pay to get the tire shine. They're gonna do the tire shine because when I washed it, I wanted to, you know, look good. The 73 bucks, I wanted to last a while. So anyway, we're gonna get the tires shine, and they just put on like some kind of stuff on the tires, and it just makes it look better. So after we get that, then we'll be back on the road. It's been a good little minute here, but we should still be good. We're gonna drive probably a little bit later into the night. We'll see. Alrighty, we are finally done. We did my tires real quick. Now we back on the roads. It took a little bit longer than I had anticipated to get all that done, but either way, I'm happy I got it knocked out. And we hopping back on 95 north. Like I said, I'm gonna try to drive these next 6 hours. 6 more hours, and then probably call it a night. Shut her on down, then let me see, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. So if I stop then, and then I have 7 hours to go tomorrow when I wake up. But I never like to get a truck wash and be done for the night, just because you get those water spots whenever everything dries and stuff. So I always try to get a truck wash and still be driving, so all those watermarks won't show up on the truck. Get a nice clean wash. I don't know why that car got in that lane, so well, I guess he overtook everybody else, so. But we got 509 miles on 95 north, so we got a long way. You know, so it was 73 bucks to get the truck washed. You know, some days I kind of do miss being a company driver because you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. But then I think about getting forced dispatch, because pretty much no matter where you go, you got forced dispatch. I think P&S is the only company where you don't get forced dispatch. I feel like if you make percentage at any company, then you shouldn't be forced dispatch. You should have the option to choose. But if you're running miles, then it is what it is. But yeah, we got this coil on the back, and we moving. All right, guys. So we made our way to North Carolina, South Carolina. We're right here at the border, and we're gonna stay at this place. Now, I don't know if I've recorded it before when I came here, but I've only stayed here once. Now, you should be able to see the lights and stuff, but everything here, this is like one of the weirdest places on the East Coast, I'd say. Just because you see, like, look at all the lights and stuff. Looks like a theme park. For those of you that don't know, this is called south of the border. And it's just like the weirdest place ever. But we're gonna stay here tonight. I've stayed here once before. This place is always empty. It's about 9 o'clock. No, sorry, it's 8:18 at night right here. It's all lit up, but there's never anybody here. And I always thought maybe it was just because during the school year when kids are like in school and stuff. But I've came through this place through the summer, and I've came like right now, and I've been here, passing through here a lot, and I never see anybody here. But there's a truck stop here. It's all lit up, but there's just nothing going on. All these places are open for the most part. The restaurants might be closed. Look at that. That's a freaking gift shop. Yeah, this is like right outside of Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach isn't too far from here. Look how lit up it is. It's a almost complete ghost town. But yeah, we're gonna stop at the truck stop. There should be parking here. There's normally always parking. It's Sunday night. There's actually a lot of people over there. Interesting. Oh, it's a convention center. I've never seen this many cars here before. I wonder what's going on. There's actually people here. That's crazy to me. I've never seen this many vehicles out here. This is a first. Oh. But we're gonna pull up in here and get ourselves a little old parking spot. I could drive like another hour or two, but there's really no point. But we're gonna whip on around, come through the back. But yeah, that's the most people I've ever seen here. Oh, I wonder what's going on over there. I'm tempted to look it up. Sunday night. I want to say this is the only truck spot here. Yeah, let's turn our headlights off so we don't piss anybody off. Oh. We just gonna pull up right up here, I guess. I'm tempted to back up back there, to be honest. Should I back up? We'll back up next to that other truck back there. not as empty as I thought. It's not as, you know, it's a real chill spot to park, to be honest. Real chill. Like, I didn't get bothered last time I parked here. Free parking, of course. This is like one of those spots where you park in when you're running low on time or something, or if you just need a free place to park or something. Boom, we'll stop right here. Alrighty. It is Tuesday morning. We didn't get unloaded yesterday. Didn't make it in time. Made it at about 5 o'clock. That's one reason why I really don't like coming north, is because there's just so much traffic and people just don't know how to drive. But anyway, we made it. We're here. It's, what time is it? It is 6:24 in the morning. I made it last night, obviously. So now we're just waiting for them to open up. I think they open at 7. I hadn't even pulled a tarp or anything off this coil yet. I mean, they're sitting outside, but this one may not go outside. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm not really in a big rush anyway, so that's why I hadn't pulled it. I gotta wait for them to get to work, and they get to work at 8. No, about 8. You know, my time. So I ain't in a huge rush. We'll just see. Hopefully I'm already on a load somewhere, or they got one picked for me. But otherwise, there's a load board that I do use, and I'll probably pick something from that, because there's a ton of loads within an hour of where I'm at. So, and when I say ton, I mean like there's at least 10 or 12 loads near me. Wilmington, Delaware. There's one in Chester, Pennsylvania. So there's a bunch of loads. So I'm curious to see what they give me, and hopefully I'm not going 3 and 4 hours away to go pick up a load. But anyway, we'll see what happens. But yep, we just gotta pull this coil, and then I'll probably come back on the street with a fresh clock, because the entrance is like up there somewhere, like right up there, and this is the exit over right here. There was a truck parked there last night. There still wasn't there, but I'm gonna just wait until they open the gate, and then I'll walk in and see what they want me to do and what. And so we got ourselves a cheap load of freight coming out of the north. We're going to Frederick, Maryland, and we're going to take that down to Casey, South Carolina. And we should, or is it Columbia or Casey? They're both the same thing in my opinion. Columbia. And Casey's like literally right around the corner. But we got a load of shingles picking up in Frederick, Maryland, out of Tampico there. I haven't been there in a while. I almost forgot. I think I remember what it looks like over there, but I can't remember. But I think it's one of these tight little docks I gotta back into, I think. But anyway, we got about a 3-hour deadhead. I hate deadheading that far. There was another load probably paying better, but it was like a 300-mile deadhead, and I don't want to do that. I'd rather go pick this up, and then hopefully we can get something out of Casey and take that somewhere. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, clock set. Let's go. Alrighty, folks. We are in Virginia right now, going around DC. Well, we went around DC. There's literally nothing going on right there. Something must have happened. But I hate coming up north because of all this traffic all the time. Although I think today it honestly isn't as bad as Atlanta traffic, but it's still just as annoying. People just cutting in front of you over and over, getting in, getting out, getting in, thinking they're gonna go faster, just moving in the same space over and over. But now we finally got a little speed. I'm taking this load to Columbia, South Carolina, Guess we can turn the radio down now since nothing ain't going on. Normally I keep it up, but it is what it is today. But we are, we got about 8 hours to get where we're going. We'll probably we'll probably shut it down when we get about 1 to 2 hours. Almost there. This is another reason why I like starting my clock early in the morning, like 3 o'clock in the morning, because I can avoid all of this. Like that pisses me off. All of this is just so annoying, and it really, you definitely get used to it. You get used to dealing with it, but that doesn't make it any less annoying. Alrighty, top of the morning to you. It is Thursday morning. I am in Pendergrass, Georgia. Oh, I gotta turn the AC off. It's a little cool this morning. But we're in Pendergrass, Georgia. I picked up at this place I think one time before. It's that the best way I can describe it, and I think it's exactly what it is, but that stuff that you put down in gardens, like to keep the weeds separated from whatever you got growing in your garden. That little felt that you put down. I picked up this stuff once before, and I actually gotta wait for all my air to build up, so give me a second. Well, I thought it would be a little bit louder than that, but I'm gonna let my air build up, and then I gotta push air to my trailer too. But I got here last night. This load wasn't scheduled to be picked up till this morning, but the truck stop down the street was actually full, so I was like, well, I'm gonna just go ahead and come on over here and park. I didn't remember what the place looked like, but I dropped my trailer down there in that lot over there, and that should be enough to push to my trailer now. But I dropped my trailer down there in that lot, then I came over here, and my trailer that I picked up was already sitting in the bay here. So he was like, just go ahead and you can hook up to it and you can sleep there tonight. So I just slept here tonight. I slept like a baby, even though the trailer was rocking all night. I was just so tired that the rocking of the trailer never bothered me. So everything worked out. So now I'm gonna actually pull over that way. Instead of pulling that way, because that's the way I gotta exit, I'm gonna pull that way, and then I can just go down there and turn around when I'm ready to leave. The only reason I'm pulling that way is because I throw my straps with the hook side now, since they're connected to the trailer. I throw them hook side, so I want the hook side to be where nobody's gonna be going, no traffic, no people walking, so that way I can just unwind it and just launch it over the top. I'll show you guys what this looks like once I get pulled out. Hopefully I'm in nobody's way. You guys should be able to see. Then I actually gotta strap down the freaking gloves on back. I gotta strap down my freaking tarps. I'll probably have to straighten out to do that. I hate the guys that do the straps like this. It's so stupid. Yeah, I should get right there. I didn't want to do it like that, but what I'm gonna do, so then we'll knock out all those other ones. because although these aren't securement, they are in there good to help so it doesn't move, to hold everything in place. All right, so we are, I think I already, yeah, I got it set already.
You are heading to Williams Equipment and Supply, Monroe, Louisiana.
So we got, this actually had, this stop has 2 deliveries on it. Now I know I didn't post it, but there was a load that I did back in September. Like I said, September was a bad month, but it was a load that had two deliveries, and it came out of Western Extrusions in Texas, out of Carrollton, Texas. And that load screwed me, and I wound up having to bring that part of that load back to Texas because the material got wet and everything. But anyway, this one has 2 deliveries, but this is not a tarp load, so it really shouldn't be that much of a hassle, and it should be the back part of the load that gets it. And I think a lot of things that come out of this place is gonna be multi-stops. Load ain't paying the best, of course, but it is what it is. It'll get us well, not even close to home, really. I'll still be like 8 hours away from home, but I don't know if I'm going home this weekend, because this week, just like it's how it's been, this week also hasn't been a good week. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, I still value this over being a company driver, but if I do go back to being a company driver, I would definitely do something local where I'm home, if not every night, then every other night. Let's back into that trailer a little bit and make sure we're good. And our clock should be set in now. All right. All right, so we have made it almost to our destination. We're in Monroe, Louisiana. This will be the first stop on my delivery, and I'm actually gonna park. There's a Love's down the street from it. Well, I actually get the exit that I'm getting off of. There's a Love's right there at that exit, and I'm about 3 miles away from that. But we're gonna try to get something. Truckers Path said that there were some spots available. There's like 168 spots, and then across the street there's another 10 spots. So out of 178 something spots, not counting the creative parking spots, I'm assuming, we hopefully can find a spot. Now I don't know how big of a city Monroe, Louisiana is, but apparently it's pretty big, I guess. I don't know. All right, so we have made it to our destination, and we're gonna pull on in here. This is our first stop. It sounds like it's gonna get unloaded by a regular old forklift. So hopefully he just scoops them and goes. I've had this stuff unloaded before. Ah, it's muddy back here. I've had this stuff unloaded before, and it takes, if they're just doing it with the little thing that sticks down the middle, it takes a long time. But we gon' see. I guess we'll just pull up right here and wait for them to get done with what they're doing, and then we'll just pull sideways. We'll stop right here for now. All right, so this is what it looks like, and this first stop is actually gonna get, so the black tarp right here apparently separates it all. So this first stop is gonna get all that. So I guess that's kind of good. I think he's about to come over here right now. All right, guys, so it's slowly going. It's gonna take a while. because he can only do like one little bundle at a time. So like right there, there's like 3 of them wrapped into each other, so he picks up one of those at a time. All right, guys, so we are finally done with this first stop, and it is 11:48. And I think I did, what was it, 8:30? Whenever I had said something the first time, and now we're just kind of moving out this dude's way, because I've been here since 8:30 and he seemed like he impatient already. Apparently this is his last stop, but we actually already got a preload after we drop off this next load, and we're picking up in Gurdon, G-U-R-O-D-N or something like that, Arkansas, and we're taking that to Dothan, Alabama. Now, before I pull all the way out, I gotta put in that I'm done with this stop. So we're gonna pull up out of his way and do this real quick. I've been here so long, my freaking clock. I've been here so long, my freaking clock, or my ELD shut off. All right, so we are on to our next stop now. I had to clear out some space on my SD card. I need to get a bigger SD card. I need to get, do I need to get fuel? I should be all right. But yeah, we've been here all freaking morning. I need to go to the right here.
Follow the course of the road for 2 miles.
I've been here all freaking morning getting unloaded, and now we finally out of here. We got to get on that highway right there and go back that way, So, man. But good thing is I still got 13 hours on my clock. Only bad thing is I got, when I get here, I need them to unload me quick. Like, no more than an hour, like really 30 minutes. And then I got about a 3-hour drive to Arkansas to pick up my next load and get that headed towards Dothan, Alabama. I hadn't even looked at the distance from where I'm picking up to Dothan, but it's paying pretty good, so it honestly shouldn't be too bad. But like I said, my main goal is to just get there as fast as I can. I may need to get fuel. There's a truck stop along the way. Trying to see if there's one near where I'm going. Yeah, there's a Pilot like down the road from where I'm going. So if I need fuel, then I'll get it probably on the way out. All right, guys. So we dropped off our second stop, and we drove to our next pickup here in Gurdon or whatever, Arkansas. Now, to keep the story short, I didn't make it here on time to pick up this load today. I got here at about 4:30, 4:45, and they actually stopped shipping, or they stopped loading at 4 o'clock. So they don't load on the weekends either. So I got a couple of options. I can just go home and say screw it. I mean, this was a crap week anyway. The loads really didn't pay that much, but what I had going was, I would have had a decent check next week. But or I could just go somewhere and wait and pick it up Monday, and hopefully call billing and let them know what happened, and hopefully I can still get this load on this week's check, next week's check, whatever. It sucks. I mean, it nothing I did wrong. I mean, I had plenty of time on my clock. It took about 5 hours this morning to get me unloaded, and I got there as soon as they opened. I actually got to the place before the guy got to work, So I waited like 15 minutes for him to get to work, and then he started unloading, and it just took all morning for him to do it. Then I drove down to the next one, and it took him like maybe 15-20 minutes to take the rest of it off the truck. And then I had a 2-hour deadhead to get over here, so I pushed it. I had to stop and get fuel, and I got something to eat, but I ate it as I was driving, which you're not supposed to do. Don't do that. But I knew I had to push it to get over here. So out of all that effort, I didn't make it here in time to get loaded. And like I said, if they loaded on Saturday, I could just stay here for the night and then get loaded in the morning and then move on and head towards Dothan. But, you know, I mean, it's aggravating. I probably shouldn't have even accepted this load, but the only reason I'm not going home is because I got about an 11-hour drive to get home, and where I'm delivering this load is about roughly the same. So it's like I might as well just spend my weekend. I'm probably have to go back to Texarkana because there's nothing in this town. There's nothing near me. So Texarkana is like an hour away. So I can go back towards Texarkana, do my reset there. Too bad I don't have PC because, like I said, I've been hitting the gym. So I'll probably hit the gym or probably park at the gym. We'll figure it out when I get back there. But anyway, it sucks, but it is what it is. I'm a little aggravated, I'm not gonna lie. Like most time it takes a lot to like get on my nerves, but this is one of those things. Like I said, I'm good about holding myself accountable, but this isn't my fault. It's just getting slowly unloaded this morning and then trying my best to get over here before they stop shipping out. But it is what it is. I'm at the point where I don't know if I even want to keep doing this. That's where I'm at, because checks have not been consistent. They have not been consistent, and it's just getting real annoying to have to keep dealing with that. I don't care what anybody says. The rates are the rates. Just get me good loads going places. That's all. I mean, I'll go anywhere, and I'm sure there's got to be. When I get on the DAT load board, I see a bunch of loads, and when I get on other load boards, I see a bunch of loads. It's just frustrating that they claim they don't have the loads and they don't have a load board, so I can't even see, because I'm pretty sure there's some of the times there's stuff on the load board that I would probably take and go whatever direction, but it's just getting real frustrating. I'm looking at some other options. I'm not, 100% on what I want to do just yet, but it's just getting to that point. I definitely don't want to go back to being a company driver. I definitely go to another lease if I did decide to leave, or just switch over to Boyd, where they actually have a load board. You don't have to deal with having a dispatcher. I'm not saying anything bad about my dispatcher, but I'm just saying, like, I'd rather have the load board so I can see what's going on and I can get a full picture and not just have the loads that are presented to me, or the load that is presented to me, because that's normally what it is, just one load that I see or that I'm offered, and I either accept it or decline it. And most time I just go ahead and accept it because they always say that this is the only thing we see in the area, which I know is a lie. That, like, there's no way out of all the trucks in this company there's only one load in the area that I'm in. But like I said, I'm gonna head back to Texarkana and do a 34 reset there, get some laundry done, and hopefully get a nice workout, a nice full body workout, and then spend the rest of the weekend resting. And then I'll come back over here Monday, and then we'll see where it goes. And this is supposed to be a tarp load too. There's a lot of lumber that just sitting out here, in the weather. So we'll see how that goes Monday. The way I'm feeling, I probably won't even tarp this, to be honest. Because if they get my paperwork before I tarp, I'm getting out of here. It's just how I feel. Anyway, that is it for this week. Like, I haven't been uploading because stuff like this has been going on, and it's just been real frustrating. And I haven't had the energy, not necessarily energy, but the motivation to even do a video. I've recorded a lot of stuff, but then most of the time I just don't even feel like editing it because it was just such a crap week, and I'm focused on the next week trying to do better. But it's been week after week. It's been stuff like this going on, just dumb stuff that shouldn't even happen. If I could actually plan out my week how I want to plan it and pick the loads that I want to pick, like, and actually see the loads, then you can cut out a lot of this. But like I said, I'm getting to the point, something's got to give, and checks aren't that consistent, and I don't know at this point. It's real frustrating. Really frustrating. I called and nobody picked up. I mean, it's 5 o'clock right now, but I called at like 4 something, trying to figure out what should I do, or could I get another load out of here today or something. If I had some plywood or something like that I could pick up, maybe getting out of here, but nobody picked up. I mean, understandable. It's a Friday, 4 o'clock Friday. Everybody's getting out of there. It is what it is. But I always, truckers, we always get the short end of the stick because we're the ones out here doing it, and these people get to go home on the weekends. They get to go home early on Friday and spend the weekend with family, friends, and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I say I'm not like, if I had a load board that I could actually see and pick from and really plan out my week and, run how I really want to run, then that would be a big difference in my money, and I know that to be fact because when we were still with Central Oregon, we had a load board, and that's how I always stacked myself at least 1 to 2 days out, and I never had any issues, and I made a bunch of money while I was doing that. And now I just feel like I'm a glorified company driver. That sun is keep hitting me right in the face, but now I just feel like I'm a glorified company driver. I'm just a company driver that they don't have to give benefits and all that. That's kind of how I'm feeling right now. But anyway, guys, that's the end of this week. I hate to end it on such a sour note, but I just want you guys to really see, what's going on out here and how things can go wrong. This week wasn't a terrible week, but it was just a crap week full of the rates were just terrible all week. But anyway, I got a 30-minute break in. We're going to head back to Texarkana and try to figure out what we're going to do from there. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.